and welcome back to the channel. I wanted to take the time to visit this very important topic here. I know some of you aren't going to hang around to listen to this one, but this is a very important topic that we need to be talking about right now. On the screen there is a quote by Finley. He basically said that growing your own food is like printing your own money. That is a very true statement. I enjoy watching the brother as he speaks to audiences all over about this very fact. And he has proven himself in many ways. Out there in California, he challenged some of the big wigs and he got his way. He's basically saying, well, y'all let junk pile up on the roads. I'm trying to grow food, so can you back off? And I'm paraphrasing, okay? He didn't say it in those words exactly. But anyway, he got his way. So I wanted to use this topic to encourage those of you who are still on the fence about what's happening in this world. Growing your own food is like printing your own money. Let me break that down very simply, very easily. As a matter of fact, it reminds me of a statement that I made some time ago where I was saying that you can put hundreds of dollars per month in your pocket. In your own pocket, simply by growing your own food. You can put that money in the bank simply by growing your own food. Because when you tally up what it costs to buy these things, like our winter spending bill goes up because certain things you cannot grow in the summer, right? And so I noticed the pinch on the pocket. I noticed that pinch on the pocket because it's like, man, this costs this much. The price has definitely increased on produce, on all kinds of things. There's a definite increase and it's only going higher. Now, whenever I talk about food shortages, a number of you have different reports. Some of you, I wanted to address the statement that some of you make that there are no food shortages in your area. Some of you have reported shortages in your areas, however. But for those of you who say there are no food shortages in your area, some of you say it because you're just basically responding to the fact that I asked the question. But some of you respond as if you don't see the problem, right? And so I just want to really encourage those of you who don't see that there's really a problem. Understand this, that even if there wasn't really truly a food shortage, at any given moment, inflation can kick our butts to the point where we can't even afford a loaf of bread. So don't feel comfortable if your store shelves are still stocked. Don't feel comfortable in that. Still have that goal or set that goal of growing for yourself, because your pocketbook can be shocked if those prices keep going up, right? Not to mention, sometimes certain areas aren't hit as quickly as others for a number of different reasons, right? But we should never make ourselves or allow ourselves to be comforted in something that comes from outside of us. Okay? Never allow ourselves to get comfort in that and say, well, our stores aren't empty. Our store shelves are pretty packed. Don't get comfortable in that, because anything can happen and your story will change, right? So we do what we can. Of course, we know that there is nothing that is foolproof, right? All we are saying is preparation is the key. And we are about to enter into the growing season. As a matter of fact, some of us have already started. I have my trays with my seedlings already going and growing because I want to get a jump on the season, right? Getting a jump on the season for a number of different reasons, for things that we are going to plant and things that we're going to give away to others. We have to get a jump on the season. But I want you all to understand this very important fact that times have changed. They have changed. And it's so many things to point at that it's unreal. So many things to point at. It's not just inflation. It's not just the quality of food. It's not just the availability of food, but there are so many other things to point at. I shared a story recently where we were talking about how things around the world have changed, and it's not just here in the U.S. Sometimes we tend to focus on only what's happening in our country or our region or our city or state, but we forget that the whole world is being affected by some things right now. And many times, if there's a spillover, if something happens in another region, depending on where it is and what it is, it can affect people in other countries as well. With us knowing that there is this mass confusion and the perilous times and the distress of nations and all of this stuff that is taking place, one of the main things that we definitely need to focus on is where our food comes from. Making sure that we are aiding in trying to provide for our own food security. Food security can mean so many things. I would even encourage those of you who say that you don't have enough space to grow much of anything, and you're not really comfortable with going to a relative asking to use their land, although I think if we get serious enough, we would. I would say still buy seeds. Even if you have no space, you never know what door might open up. If you take that 1 foot forward or that one step forward, a door just might open up. I've seen a number of scenarios where a major door opened up for some people where they weren't even expecting a certain type of blessing, but it came anyway. It came anyway. So I want you all to be encouraged. I want you all to really take heed to what we are saying about this food growing thing. Farming doesn't have to be on a large scale. There are many urban farmers who are doing things on lots that are half an acre, a quarter of an acre, a tenth of an acre, meaning they are using the space that they have and they are growing food. They have laid aside every excuse that they could possibly come up with, and they jumped right in. That's what I'm encouraging you all to do, because times are rough for a lot of people, and they're gonna get even more rough. Okay, things are not gonna get better. As a matter of fact, a lot of people are hoping that one day they'll flip the switch and they'll say, "Oh, back to normal." That's not going to happen, family, because we know that we have to act and move accordingly. Act and move accordingly, because we know that there's not going to be a Calvary to come in and just save everybody when the bottom finally does fall out. So do what you can, while it is today. Growing your own food is like printing your own money. I hope I have encouraged someone today with these words, which is a direct quote from Ron Finley. I hope I've encouraged someone with that. If you're not encouraged or convinced as of yet, keep on paying attention to the news. Keep on paying attention to your pocketbook, as you're paying 2 times the price of something that you only paid something last year. It may have been $1, but this year is $2. So the price have doubled. In some cases, tripled. Some of you have submitted images of meats that they're asking for, like $124 for a chunk of beef, a roast, or a steak. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. But anyway, that's what we're staring down. Even those of you who say there are no shortages in your area, keep in mind that we are still staring down inflation, rising cost. Okay, that can affect people as well. As a matter of fact, it already is. We have felt the pinch even in our electric bill. It ain't a joke, y'all. This is no joke. We have felt that pinch. So anyway, I want you all to share your comments on this statement. Growing your own food is like printing your own money. Share your own experiences with that. And tell us what you think in the comment section. Remember to keep it tight and keep it right until next time. We hope you liked today's topic. Please leave your comments below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share it like this video, and with that, we're out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.